І всім привіт! З вами я, Матео Юа, і це друга частина Хогвартс Спадщина. От ми тут походу зараз будуть уроки. Задання знайти свою гостиную. І от тут це така в мене тут комнатка, де я, в принципі, живу. Зараз підемо шукати гостину, як тут кажуть. Зараз будемо йти по слідам. Так. Оп, сундучок. Ай, тут якась заблоковка. Ладно, проїхали. Ідемте. Студентка Гриффіндора щось там говорить. Представтесь. Мені треба представитися. Ей, ти, дівуля, іди сюди.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
О драконе, правда, это было ужасно, это было пару пустяков, это было ужасно, правда.
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling! And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
Приятно было познакомиться.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
Полізла дальше паркурить. Що, не можеш залізти? А, ні. Залізла. Сидить. Так. F. Прикольно. Я цей сундук теж, типа, поместить. Ладно, давайте поговоримо з нею.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
I'm not sure
Он
it's
меня
that,
учил.
but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
Не сомневайся, у тебя все получится.
Don't worry, you'll get it in the end.
Oh, I hope so. If I can get it, Professor Ronan's sure to be very impressed. I'm just going to keep at it.
Желаю удачи.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
Все, осталось поговорить с якимось там учеником. Так, що це таке? Яблучко. Це якийсь пацан. Пацани.
Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right.
У
Is
Візлі.
it true
Це
that
хтось
someone
із
from the
сім'ї
ministry was
Візлі.
with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Наверно, здорово. Да, наверно,
Must be
здорово.
nice having an aunt for a professor.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Приятно
Well, it was
познакомиться.
nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
New
So,
Gryffindor. Professor
idem
Weasley is
to.
waiting for you outside the common room.
А це? Так. Ідемте.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
О,
Here you are.
книга, яка була в трейлері.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Ну, ідемте
The
за
guide will
мною.
give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like a field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. You've been practicing. Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Ревеліо каже.
Revelio.
О, письмо. У нас повисився уровень, воно, зверху. Так. Ось о, ми в цій книзі. Ось о, із... Понятно. Класно. Ідемте далі.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
О, котик.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Почекайте, я ще сундучка відкрию. Все, йдемте. І куди ти мене ведеш?
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Так, буква М. А, це карта. Прикольно, прикольно. Я понял. А, що це таке?
And here we are.
А,
Quite the
ми
time
типу
saver. These
телепортнулись.
stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
You did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Ну все,
Good luck today.
що будемо робити?
And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Ну все, зайдемо до неї після уроків, а зараз ідемо поговоримо з професором Фігом.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Доступні нові завдання. Так, у нас є 2 завдання. Ага, дивіться, це у нас заняття по заклинанням. Актіо і Левіоса. Давайте Левіоса.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Ідемте до этого. А, то це було якесь завдання? А, якщо нажати В, то мене поведе якийсь... Мене поведе якась штучка.
That young one's now a teacher herself.
Начать задание. Погнали. Левіосу будемо вчити. Ой, лагає трохи. Вибачте.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle.
Зараз, походу, будемо
Let's
вчити
practice what
Левіосу.
we've
Вона
just
піднімає
learned,
предмети.
starting with something small.
Так, давайте погнали. Оп, оп. Левіоса.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Тепер будемо пробувати із тим манекеном битись.
Let us begin with a
Так.
basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the
Левіоса
basic
доступно.
cast.
Дивіться, номер 2 це
A
Левіоса.
surprise
Нажимаємо 2.
Good.
На,
Now,
на, на.
done.
Ого, прикольне заклинання.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Ми будемо боротися з ним.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego.
Так.
You may begin.
Зараз зразу йому левіосу зробимо. На.
Let's just say
If only all of my students would have I do enjoy lively duels.
you're good. Tego. Now,
На.
Cast when your opponent's guard is down.
Так, мене поранено.
How's the view? Rather good at this, aren't you? I know. Levioso.
Ах ти, на.
To attack or
Получай.
defend yourself.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Heckert. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right.
Прошли
That's enough
заданку.
spectacle for one day. Class
Класс.
is dismissed.
Поговоріть із
Nice work.
Себастьяном.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Так. Пройдено. Ідемо вчити друге заклинання. О, дивіться, в мене вже другий левел. Побігли вчити друге заклинання. Надо быстренько всі вивчити, бо вже пройшло 25 хвилин. Класно. Так, побігли. Трошки ігра підлагує. Ну ладно. Надо буде це трошки пізніше і справити. Погнали.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right? Now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed by partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Сейчас, похоже, будемо знову вчити. Так, погнали. Це взагалі якесь легке. Просто так полукруг. Давай.
Accio.
Воу, забрали в неї книжку.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Понятно. Загрузка. О, ми на вулицю вийшли.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Так, четверте це у нас
on one of the
Актіо.
spheres and relinquish your charm at an excellent control. Now, think of this like gobstones,
На
if you will.
синю
But
собі
instead of
зразу.
throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you.
Так, спробуй. Оп,
Splendid!
так, і тепер один.
That's it! Happens to
Блин.
the best of us.
Нормально.
Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Будемо з нею змагатися.
You'll be the blues just as before. And
Так,
Miss
давай.
Onai, you are playing red.
Я
Clear?
перший.
Yes,
Да?
sir.
Чи вона? Ти чи вона? Ти? Ти давай, давай, давай. Що ти вмієш? Покажи, що ти вмієш. Неплохо, неплохо. Спокойно. Ну давайте, ми зараз покажемо, хто ми такі.
Accio.
Актіо. Так, давай, давай, давай. Все. Ми теж так вміємо.
Excellent control there.
Let us see this.
Угу. Нормально, так нормально. Нормально. Сейчас попробуем тебя выиграть. Давай. Ах ты. Ха, я тоже так умею.
Nicely done. Watch this.
Давай. Шо?
That is how it's
Да ну
done.
ладно. Ну все.
Accio.
Ты нервала. Оп. Я тоже так можу. Все.
A perfect score.
Виграв я
Remarkable.
тебе. У нас одинакові бали. Нічия.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Що він зробив? О, він нам усложнив це все.
I think we are well past interesting. at this
Давай,
point.
тобі ж буде легко. Що
I'll
ти
say.
вмієш?
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round
Покажеш
settles it
щось
all.
мені.
Be sharp.
Нормас, нормас.
There we go.
Сейчас я попробую.
Accio.
Блін! Мене розбили.
Let us see this.
Я... Та ну, тобі ну, ти... Вона хорошо грає. Сейчас, пробуем. Есть! Есть!
Very good.
Watch this.
Уже 70 новых. Мій останній шарик, моя остання надежда.
Accio.
Быстріше, быстріше, быстріше. Боже.
Quite impressive.
Да ну, я проиграл.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Ну ладно, нормально. Ми ж перший раз граємо.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio.
Ідемте тепер поговоримо з самим професором.
Well, you'd be
You
using a
wanted to
constant
speak with me,
program
Professor?
to
I did.
You know
I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Выполнили задание и уже почти 3-й получили рівень. Ага.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Подивимося на карті. Задання у нас є. Ось. Можна побитися на паличках. Давайте. Стоп, яке доступне нове завдання? Яке? Завдання... От... Ладно, я лучше поб'юсь на паличках. Я не хочу зараз проходити якесь там заняття від Уізлі. Тут, бачите, сіре завдання, а оці жовті. Походу, жовті це як сюжетні, а оці сірі це як дополнительні. Так, ідемо куди нам треба. Відкриваємось. О, який тут класний краєвид. Ладно, побігли далі. Так, біжимо сюди. Ми швидко, я вам скажу, бігаємо. Привіт, привидение. Так, все, бежим. Бежим. Ми ж вже прийшли, да? О, з першого разу повезло відкрити. Давай. Уже в мене 3-й левел, да? Не, почти 3-й. Давай. Привет, пацан.
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists,
Він хоче
and
битву на
whoever is still
паличках.
standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the
Сейчас
school's
мы тебе
greatest
устроим
duelist
битву
once
на
and for all.
паличках.
And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
І я... Я вступлю
Of
в твій
course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
Сейчас будем сражаться.
We'll make you regret signing up.
Ну що ж, зараз ми їх замочимо. Баба. Стоп, повертаємось. На. Зразу тобі. Оп. Все. Одна готова. Все.
I could never duel like that.
Nice work! Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organize these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed wands victory. Well fought.
Прикольно, прикольно, пацан. Мені понравилось битися. Ми такі всіх та-та-та-та-та. Клас. У нас вже якраз 3-й левел. Зараз давайте в нас. Що ми зробимо? Ми подивимося на задання. Задання. У нас тільки одне задання, йдемо на нього. Погнали. Це воно далеко. Може ми можемо телепортнутися? Так, де це карта? У нас нам треба сюди, і у нас тут що? Блін. Ладно, підемо пішком. Побігли. Ой, чого ми крутимось? Ми маємо бігти. Надо буде попробувати, може якось можна ще раз побитися на паличках. Бо класний був дуель, мені понравилось. Ми типу будемо такі гасити на паличках, і це буде взагалі класно. Ладно, просто підемо зараз на задання в Візлі. Зараз ми просто типу получили уроки, а тепер ми ще погуляли з тим малим. Тепер зараз ми йдемо, бо вона сказала зайти після уроків до мене. Зараз ми до неї і біжимо до Візлі і давайте. Де вона? А, ось о. В неї тут якийсь... Що це?
I was thinking
А,
the
це
same
її
thing,
якийсь...
Dick. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer with the 3 broomsticks.
Яке нове завдання доступне? Мене кудись зараз веде на вулицю, і тут ще якесь нове завдання доступне. Там треба щось відпрацювати з професором Роніном. Зараз спробуємо.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm,
Reparo.
Reparo. Fixes things
Reparo.
right up, makes a
Що
broken
за
object
заклинання?
good as new in the blink of an eye.
А, це те, що ми вчили.
More frequently than
Яке
one would
притягує
imagine.
предмети.
As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away,
Зараз
Professor.
виповнимо завдання його. Так, заберіть
This
листочок.
is the right
А,
area.
ось.
Got it.
Да, він додає опита. І тепер нам ще другий десь треба взяти. Так.
Flying page must be around here
Отут,
somewhere.
давай. Де він, де він? Ось, знайшов. Готово. Ідемте до професора. Прикольно. І опит получаємо, і збираємо.
I trust the preliminary tasks.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Репаро. Так, тут тепер F-ку. F-ка. Пробел. Пробел. І все. Ми вивчили репаро. А, ми можемо, типу, ремонтувати
Very
предмети.
good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with
Тепер
that
ми
broken
зможемо
statue in
ремонтувати
the alcove
предмети.
by the water.
Прикольно.
It's a
Так,
legend.
що у нас там? У нас є професора Роніна і добро пожаловать в Хогсміт. Добро пожаловать в Хогсміт ми будемо проходити не сьогодні.
Heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Так. Задание выполнено. У нас уже почти 4-й уровень. Так, значить, зараз ми маємо виконати завдання піти в Хогсміт, але я думаю, ми вже відео йде, в принципі, вже почти 50 минут, тож давайте закінчувати і просто ще підемо в Хогсміт уже в другий раз. Ну, в третій частині. Добре тоді, всім пока, з вами був я, Матео Юа. Було гарно з вами поспілкуватися і пограти.